Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Rune News. I'm your host, Ryan. It's bloody good to have you here, and this week, Jagex has given us the biggest raiding update of Oldschool RuneScape since the release of Raids 3, Turns of a Massacre. This week, we have the changes of Xeric, and these changes to Raids 1 are incredibly strong. They changed the dynamic of the raid completely, and I cannot wait to share this news with you and test it out on stream in both leagues and the main game, and give you guys my full opinion and analysis of these changes, which look exceptionally strong. Going forward, we're going to go through them now in the video, but I want to know your personal experience with Chambers of Xeric marking this date before diving into the rest of the video. So before the changes of Xeric, what is your experience with Chambers of Xeric? Do you have a lot of experience? Do you do a lot of no preps? Have you never raided at all? Are you too scared because you're a coward? But now, you don't need to worry about it. Let me know down below in the comment section. Like and subscribe while you're down there. My name is Ryan, and you're watching Rune News. The long-awaited Chambers of Xeric changes have finally come to Oldschool RuneScape. Gone are the days of TOA being your only and favorite raid in the game. Chambers of Xeric is back and in full fucking swing for you all to enjoy, regardless of you being an endgame PVMer or a mid-game learning raid noob who just wants to dip their feet and get the dick wet. Now is your chance to jump into Cox because this raid is coming back in full fucking swing. What do we have first? Well, the general changes. This is arguably one of the best changes, and the website does have all of these videos here. I'm not going to play them for you individually. I'll explain what they do, but they're not like, you're not really missing a lot of content by not watching them. We have the new lobby layout reloader. So instead of going to the board outside, running into the raid, being disappointed, leaving and restarting, you can now just enter your raid and right click the staircase at the start and go reload. And it'll reload a brand new instance for you with a brand new raid layout, which makes finding a new layout infinitely easier. You save a lot of time looking for a preferred layout, which is phenomenal. This changes literally everything when it comes to finding a layout for Chambers of Xeric. It changes scouting so fucking much, and that's a very big update by Jagex. You can also now scale at the board as much as you want. Behind me here, the scaling option is right there at the board. Scale up as much as you want. I believe it is free of charge. You don't need to worry about paying a cent as far as I'm concerned. So you want to scale up? Fucking do it. No problems. Next, energy pools are at all of the farming spots in the raid now, so you have energy pools on every level, not just at the end of every level, but also in the middle, in between. So energy pools, which means stamina potions are less of a necessity until you reach Olm, which I guess is the case for most players anyway, but this is actually a really nice and convenient way to progress through the raid, especially for learners and ironmen who are limited or just don't have access to staminas yet. What else have we got here? Scavs. All right. Scavenger Beast, big update. They are now guaranteed to drop resources pretty much every time you kill them, between 5 and 14 juice, 3 and 11 mushrooms, and 3 to 6 syphilis. Not too sure about the planks. I would have liked it if they dropped at least one plank per scav kill. Additionally, scavs will now only roll 2 drops upon death, which should keep the floor clear enough for you to pick up whatever bits you need. There you go. So they won't drop like 6 fucking items, which is really nice. I believe that is on top of the resources, which is very good. Also, the shortcuts in the scav runes for both mining and woodcutting are infinitely shorter. As you can see, these videos are 6 and 7 seconds long. It's pretty much just like 2-3 game ticks and the tree and mining spot are down, which is really good. But that also doesn't mean you want to line up your teams again if you want to share the points between doing the shortcuts, like with the boulder. This is genuinely a shortcut now. For the first time in RuneScape history, we have a shortcut that's actually a fucking shortcut. Good stuff. Tecton. Now, here's the results when everyone voted. You have prevent Tecton from resetting when... prevent Tecton's defense from resetting when he's at the anvil was the most voted option. I'll stand over here where you can see more. Guaranteed hit from the Dragon Warhammer. The first Dragon Warhammer hit is guaranteed on Tecton being at 2,800 votes. Then you have the Elder Maul to reduce the Tecton's defense by 5% at 1,700 votes and reduce crush defense, and then other for 2 morons who thought, I guess they don't even raid. Wouldn't have a clue. Jagex has gone with the top 2 options here. Prevent Tecton's defense from resetting when he hits the anvil, which is massive. And guaranteed hit for Dragon Warhammer special attack, for the first special attack, used on Tecton by the Dragon Warhammer. These 2 will now be implemented into the game, and they are suggesting something to do with the Elder Maul in the future. So keep an eye out for the Elder Maul, and don't be one of those idiots that go panic buying Elder Mauls. Oh, the price is going up. Hey, King, any idea why the Elder Maul price is going up? Oh, I've lost all my money because I'm a dickhead. So just let it fucking happen. You're never going to beat the economy. Stop trying to play the game against yourself. Just fucking get an Elder Maul and chill, alright? It's still a fun weapon to use. Nothing like a big donk to just really satisfy the game mode. So First two options are coming to Tecton. If you have a Dragon War hammer, you're fucking winning. It might actually go back up in value a tiny bit, not for too long, but I'm not a Grand Exchange expert. I'll leave that for Wade Green. Jeweled crabs. You can no longer splash on crabs, and it's also a one-tick. It's one-tick attack animations now within the crab room, meaning you can hit the crab with a crossbow, and you don't need to wait 5 game ticks to attack another crab. You can just go bam, 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 and grab all their attention, which is fucking awesome. Ice Demon. Big changes. Ice Demon is a shit room, not anymore. Kindling is now stackable when you cut it from the trees, and they also give, what has it got here? 32 points when light on the brazier instead of 24, and 36 points per kindling instead of 26, meaning more points for the room, which makes the room more viable, and that is good overall, which means all raids will now be giving you more points, and you're guaranteed resources for potions from the Ice Demon, which is everyone involved will now receive potion secondaries, meaning everyone gets the drop, I'm pretty sure. So, very big. More reasons to do the Ice Demon rune, less demons, less reasons to skip it. They've also reduced the magic defense from 60 to 40, meaning magic attacks are more useful on that boss, which is awesome. Nothing changed with Shamans. Moving on to Vanguards. Now, obviously, we're doing this in the Chambers of Xeric CM order, so everyone can stay at least somewhat related to it. Vanguards will now still drop the overload up to 3, but are guaranteed at least 1 per room. But the melee Vanguard will give 2 aids, 1 elder, guaranteed. Range will give you an aid and 2 revites, and a twisted guaranteed. And the mage will give you 1 aid and a prayer enhance, which is new, and a Kodai guaranteed. But you'll still get at least 1, 2, 3 overloads. That's still completely random. Great improvements. Thieving. Thieving was fucked. Thieving is always fucked. Thieving in Cox was fucking terrible. Annoying shit. Everyone fucking hated that. Terrible fuck you room, okay? Fuck thieving. Now it's not too bad, okay? They've made the success rate a lot higher, especially with a lockpick. If you have 99 thieving, you had less than 70% chance to be successful. Now it's 82.3% chance with a lockpick. And furthermore, you're guaranteed to get secondaries when the room is complete. You'll also get 115 points per grub rather than 100, which means more points for the room. And you're also guaranteed to get a grub when opening a chest, as long as there's a grub in there and not bats or poisons. So that means more likely to get grubs. The room is sped up exponentially. Your success rate is much higher, and you get resources for it. That room was fucking AIDS, not anymore. Thank fucking God. Vespula. Basically, if you do Vespula normally, you're a fucking psychopath and you need to be shot in the head out the back, but that's okay. Nothing else has changed really, unless of course you're doing the portal and you fuck up or you're too slow and the minions spawn, they'll heal the portal less. Otherwise, basically, everyone's health is lower, everyone's damage is lower, and when you try to heal the grubs, you heal them for more. That's about it. Room is still garbage, but room is still fun. Oh, but it also gives an overload, which is insane, so that's very good. Especially for CMs again, so more overloads, which means less time prepping, especially in bigger parties. Vasa, terrible fucking room. Boss looks cool, the room looks like a swastika, that's about it, but they've changed it now, so Vasa's range defense is slightly lower by 20, and he only heals now, so when he goes to the crystal, normally the crystal will heal him until you kill the crystal. Now the crystal will charge him, and he will only heal if you are unsuccessful at killing the crystal in time. Meaning, if you kill the crystal, he doesn't heal, you do more damage, the room is faster, the room is better, he has less range defense, everybody wins, and you get an overload at the end. Big W in the room, swastikas all around. Next we got Skeletal Mystics. Nothing really changes here until you beat the room. Then you have portals, which will take you from before the room to the end of the room. So if you die like a dickhead, especially in Mutts, because that room is a dickhead room, you can teleport straight back there, save a little bit of time running back. Mutterdale room. Cutting the tree is no longer as cancer as it is, although still partially mandatory, meaning that your wood cutting level is more important than ever, and cutting the tree should be less tedious. Mutterdales can also be frozen and damaged at the same time. Normally when people say it's when they're frozen, it's not when the Mutterdales are frozen, it's when Mutterdales are in the healing phase. So even if you don't freeze them and they go to heal, you still can't damage them. Now when they're frozen / healing, you can still damage them, which means killing them overall is a lot better, and freezing them is slightly more optimal now than cutting the tree, unless you're likely soloing. Oh, it's a spider. Unless you're soloing in a CM, then you still might want to cut the tree. Either way, both methods are extremely viable, and Mutterdales have had their max hit reduced, thankfully. Thank fucking God. And on top of that, the big Mutterdale will only swap between magic and ranged attacks, or vice versa, after using the same style 3 times in a row. So it'll be mage, 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 range, 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 mage, 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 range, range, range. Bit of consistency, thank fucking God. Sorry, we're almost done now. Great on. Basically, the portal swap in a solo will be no more than 10 tiles away from you. Thank God, because I hate being stuck in fucking Narnia on the other end of the fucking room and you get blasted off the map. So that makes the raid much easier. And the healing pool attack now has a cooldown of 10 attacks, which I think is shit, to be honest. Because the healing pool attack means more points. People don't like the healing pool attack, that's because they're garbage. But that's it for the Chambers of Xeric changes. The changes of Xeric, shaking my mouse has moved it away. And we've got the League's 4 post-release week 2, video by Hanani. Very good video, go check it out. Or don't, I don't care. And then we've got other changes which we don't fucking care about. Remove the penalty applied to Marks of Grace when a player is 20 agility levels. Oh, who cares? Guardian behavior at Kriara. Adjusted Guardian behavior at Kriara so that it attacks with magic other than range. Oh, that's cool. Players can now correctly complete kill count tasks for normal CMs. For normal Champs of Xeric in case they had obtained CM Champs of Xeric kill count before finishing a normal raid. Okay, who cares? Fix the display area where some unlocked destinations and the fairing interfaces were crossed out despite being accessible. Alright. On League's worlds, dying to Revenants no longer drops certain inventory items on the ground instead of your gravestone. Damn. The Rune Pouch and Divine Pouch no longer deleted upon death in the Wilderness region. They were deleted? Okay, cool. Players not... Oh, that means when I killed mages, they were losing their Rune Pouch. That's fucking awesome. Players can no longer obtain both Rune Pouch and Divine Rune Pouch simultaneously. Fix the bug where basically just more Leagues bullshit, no one cares. Undying Retribution Explosions radius has been increased by 1 whole tile. That's actually really strong. Otherwise, nothing matters. Black Friday sale, gay, move on. No one cares about the fucking merch. PvP rotor changed. It's, what is it, on Osworlds now? It's, yeah, Osworlds for LMS and same for Bounty Hunter. My name is Ryan, and, well, don't Google him because he's a pedophile. I don't even know if Runescape 3 has any raids or raiding content at all. I have no clue. I have no interest in Googling it either to find out if I'm right or wrong. I have no clue. It doesn't matter. Oldschool Runescape just got some big changes this week, which further solidifies the point and drives home the value of the statement that Runescape 3 is fucking dog shit. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Grand Exchange update for Rune News. This week, the biggest rise is the Third Age Kite Shield and every other Third Age item around it. Basically, what's happening is there's a handful of fuckwits trading the Kite Shields between each other, and they're just rising the price by themselves. It's not legitimate, so don't assume that there's a Third Age price hike. If you have one, I would sell it now while they're trying to cheat the market. Do not buy one because they're waiting for a dickhead like you to snatch one up. Obviously 170 mil is fake, it's more like 700 mil, and they're hoping somebody like you will try to invest your money real quick, hoping it'll double in price to 1.4 bill. Bam, you lost your money, you're a fuckwit. So don't buy Third Age gear no matter what you do, but absolutely sell it if you have the chance, because it's the same 3 rich retards just trading it amongst each other so they can have complete control of the market without worrying about attacks, and then we will trade everything off. I can guarantee you right now it's nothing but a black market scandal, and Jack should probably lock it down pretty quickly. This is purely for real trade intentions, and you will lose money if you try to beat it. The Ring of the Gods, however, is on the decline this week, which is good because it's an incredibly powerful ring, incredibly strong in the Inferno and every Slayer task around it. Buy it, get it imbued, never take the cunt off. Ring of the Gods, S tier ring, make sure you grab one today. Dirt fucking cheap. Next we have the Scythe of Atura being one of the most valuable trades of the week, which is convenient because everyone's still trying to hold on to this Fang nerf cope, which I don't know how they're going to nerf the Fang still, but I can tell you right now, this is a bad time to buy it and a good time to sell, because I will guarantee you nerfing the Fang will make no fucking difference to the game. It's about releasing new content where the Scythe has opportunity rather than the Fang only being better than the Scythe at the Duke. Stop being lazy and just throw a fucking BGS or Dragon Warhammer spec and use the Scythe, you fat idiots. And then of course the Mole Slippers are on the rise once again. This is a very stagnant rise, but a rise nonetheless. As the hype for Leagues dies off, Mole Slippers are going to continue to rise, so make sure you get yourself a pair now. 630k is likely the lowest we're going to see it for another 12 months, so get your Mole Slippers now. Tell your friends about it. Get them to buy it too so yours gain more value. Buy your Mole Slippers today. Become a rich cunt tomorrow. My name is Wade Green, and I got a big cock. Have a good night. Our first Iron Man moment for this week goes again to a repeat offender, Gim Shanghai. Still playing the main game in between leagues. Got a Zamarakian Spear on the account and completed the Zamorak combat achievements. Big GC, the rebuild is going strong once again for Gim Shanghai and the little gimlets that he follows or has following him around. Next, Gim Shermed got a Dragon Warhammer, which is in the screenshot. I didn't resize it because I don't resize this garbage, but luckily it showed up there and over there. So shout out to Gim Shemed with the Dragon Warhammer drop. Nice work. Don't know what the KC was, probably like 900 and something if I remember correctly. Nor do I fucking care. And that's pretty much it this week for Iron Man Moments, because everyone's posting league shit, and I refuse to put league shit inside of the Iron Man Moments for Rune News because that doesn't fucking count. So since there's nothing more important to address for Iron Man Moments for this week, I'm going to wrap up Rune News right there. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Ryan. BTC's absolutely real world trades and has a small cock, and I will see you guys next week in Rune News or in the live stream tomorrow night. Have a good night. This is the easiest room in the raid. It's quite simple. You got a big boy. Look at him. God damn. Fuck me. Look at that boy.